Life is a video game, and communication is the cheat code. I'm going to share with you 7 communication cheat codes that I wish I knew in my early 20s, but the moment I learned them, it took me from being quiet and invisible to now being an international keynote speaker, a communication skills coach for CEOs, Fortune 500 companies, and to millions of people all around the world. But here's the truth that most people miss. If you're blind to the power of communication, you're playing the game of life on hard mode. You're not leveling up fast enough, and you're praying that you don't run into the boss fight you're not ready for. But there's a small group of people, maybe like you, who are waking up to the truth that the quality of your life is the quality of your communication. I know, it sounds so simple, right? Well, it's not. It's hard, but that's why we have cheat codes. So let's get into it. Number 1, the cheat code for confidence. Most people wait to feel confident, and unless you're an actor who can feel any emotion at a snap of a finger, emotional mastery is really difficult. That's why I want you to understand the concept behind look, feel, and sound. Now, out of these 3 things, which one is the most difficult to control? And which 2 are the easier ones to control? Would you agree with me that the way you feel is the hardest to control? It's actually easier to control the way you look and sound. Now, if that's the case and you focus on looking more confident and sounding more confident, what that means is it tricks your brain into thinking, wow, I am confident. And then ultimately, you'll feel more confident. And that right there is the cheat code to confidence. But let's break down each element individually. To look more confident, adjust your posture. Studies show that when you adopt a more upright posture, it helps you feel more confident. It's a two-way relationship where not only do we express our internal state through our body language, we also can, through our body language, influence our internal state. Now, to sound more confident, increase your volume. Someone who speaks on the quieter side is often associated with being less confident, as opposed to those who speak louder, because volume gives life to your voice. It signals to others that you believe in what you say. When I'm coaching my students, a lot of them perceive their own volumes to be about a 7 out of 10 when they're doing a self-assessment. But then when I ask the audience how loud the students are speaking at, they're more like a 3 out of 10. So the next time you have an important conversation, add about 10 to 15% more volume than what feels natural. You might feel like you're shouting, but trust me, you're not. And on the off chance that you think you're a 7, but you're actually a 17, you have to learn how to reduce your habitual volume so you're not destroying eardrums on the daily. Because if you're thinking you're a 7, but you're actually a 17, then your voice hits harder than a jet engine scream. You're blasting through the meetings, blasting off heads. Meanwhile, your colleagues are thinking, did Vin take his meds? Whew. Oh man, I've always wanted to be a rapper. And if I were to ever be a rapper, my rapper name, Vinny G. Number 2, cheat code for engagement. If you want to learn how to be more engaging, these are the buttons you need to press. Volume variety plus pitch variety plus pace control plus tonality equals engagement. Most people don't realize this, but your voice is an instrument. And if you speak in a monotone way, people stop listening to you. I mean, I want you to see from this simple example, these 2 people using their voice.
Hi, my name's Vin. I've been teaching communication skills now for about 10 years. And I get really excited about teaching communication skills because, hi, hello, it's Vin. I've been teaching communication skills now for over 10 years. And what I love most about this career path is that I'm able to help people unlock their potential, unlock their voice.
Who was more engaging? This person right here, right? Why? Because they were playing with the instrument. And when you do this, you become more engaging and the world reacts to you differently. So what's the strategy? The next time you share an idea, play with your voice, play with your instrument, and here are the controls, and here's what they do. Volume, up for energy, down for intimacy. Pitch, high for when you're curious and excited, and low when you mean business and you want to come across more serious. Speeding up builds excitement and shows passion. Slowing down builds gravity and importance. Tonality, smile when you talk. You can literally hear the warmth and the smile. How do you become more engaging? You vary your volume, your pitch, your pace, and your tonality. Number 3, the cheat code for connection. Let me ask you something. The last time you were in a conversation with a friend, were you actually listening? Or were you just waiting for your turn to speak? Most people think that listening means being quiet and waiting for your turn to talk. It's not. It's about creating a moment where the other person feels safe enough to reveal who they actually are. Listening is a rare gift that most people don't know how to give well. But when you learn how to listen in a way that makes someone feel seen, heard, and understood, it creates connection on a level that feels unfair. Here's what I used to do wrong all the time.
And that's why I asked my wife for 4 hours each weekend just to be able to play some tennis.
Tennis, oh my goodness, let me tell you about my career for tennis, even though it only lasted 6 days. When I played, I had like the best forehand, the best backhand, the best forehand, the best backhand. It was like this, it was like that, it's like this, it's like that. Instead of doing that, here are 3 things you can do. Number 1, pause. Just pause for 2 extra beats after they finish, and they'll usually add something deeper, which looks and sounds like this.
And that's why I asked my wife for 4 hours each weekend just to play some tennis. Yeah, it's just a massive emotional and stress relief for me to just get out on court. Yeah, it's just, life's been pretty overwhelming as of late, actually.
Pretty good, right? Tip number 2, reflect back a word or 2, or maybe even emotion that they're feeling. Reflect it back to them.
It's just been really overwhelming as of late.
Overwhelming? How so, brother?
My boss is making me work this weekend, even though he knows it's my son's birthday. It's almost like he does it on purpose.
Oh man, that's so awful. Who would do that? What a monster. Guess what? I'm actually his boss. And if you're wondering whether or not I do it on purpose, I do. I absolutely do. Oh damn, that's really sad. I guess you're just gonna have to miss out on your son's birthday. And lastly, add a follow-up question to show you care, to take the conversation to a deeper level, and to offer a solution if they want one.
Thanks for listening to me, man. I appreciate it.
Look, is there anything I can do to help?
Actually, if you could go and have a quick chat to the boss man and just let me have the weekend off, that would just mean the world to me.
Look, man, let me have a word with the boss. I'm gonna fight for you hard. Let me see what I can do, all right? I tried everything I could, man. He said no. I gave it my all. I really fought for you hard, brother.
Well, hey, thanks so much, man. I can see how hard you tried and fought for me. I really appreciate it.
The things you do for your team, Vin. You're a great leader, aren't you? Yes, I am. All jokes aside, do you see the power of this cheat code? This all leads to deeper connection with the people around you. This is how you give the gift of listening. Number 4, the cheat code for clarity. This next cheat code is so powerful, it's like activating God mode in a video game, of course, the video game of life. And then suddenly all the confusion that used to trip you up just disappears. Here's the problem. You could be the smartest person in the room, but if you can't translate the thoughts in your head into clear and concise, coherent words, then people won't perceive you as being the smartest person in the room. When you speak with clarity using frameworks, the message cuts through the noise. There'll be no misunderstandings, and you'll move through the conversation with confidence and control. If you are in a situation where you need to get a clear point across without rambling and talking in circles, then my favorite framework to use is PREP. P for point, R for reason, E for example, and P again for point. Let me give you an example of what this looks and sounds like.
I've got my 10-year anniversary coming up. I was hoping that I can get half a day off. I'll work overtime, I'll do whatever it takes to make the time back.
Andy, let me go check with the boss, okay? I'll put up a good case for you, all right? I'm gonna go do it right now. Andy, he said no. And I want to give you the reason, right? Because he said, if he says yes to you, that means he's saying no to him. You know where I'm coming from? Because he also then gave me an example, right? Because he's been doing a lot of self-development, he's been working himself, really doing the spiritual work. And what he's learned is that leaders who say yes to themselves and no to the people that they work with, those leaders become great leaders. So I guess, summing up, no, absolutely not. You can't take that half day off. And the overtime you mentioned? Yeah, you have to do it now too. And the weekends, you got to work them as well. Does that make sense? Of course it does. Get back to work. See how much more clear that is? Prep is just one of many communication frameworks that helps you communicate with more clarity. And I recorded a free 2-hour training teaching my top 3 frameworks that I use in every single important conversation that I have. And if you want to access that training, click the link below in the description, or you can scan the QR code and I'll see you inside the training. Number 5, cheat code for persuasion. If you want people to say yes, do it the right way. If you want to be persuasive, it's not about pressure, it's about building trust. And building trust comes from the alignment of 2 communication styles, head and heart. The head communicators speak with logic, facts, and clear reasoning. The heart communicators, they speak with emotions, stories, and genuine passion. The problem is, most people either speak in one or the other. When you speak with too much head, for example, it might logically make sense, but people don't feel the urge to take action. And when you speak with too much heart, you sound dramatic. People might feel motivated and or excited, but they don't have the logic that backs up their decision. But when we do both, and they both align, that's when you become truly persuasive. So keep this cheat code in mind when you're trying to be more influential in your next interaction. Or when you're asking your wife for permission to get some Highlander cows because you and your son want to build a little hobby farm. Number 6, the cheat code for conviction. Short sentences plus volume plus power drop equals conviction. Speak in short sentences. They're called declarative statements. When you ramble or speak in longer sentences, you lose conviction because your message is drawn out too long and people can easily lose focus. Instead of saying, oh yeah, ducks, you know, what's interesting about them is that, well, ducks, otherwise known as ducklings, when they're younger, they're yellow, and as they grow older, they kind of mature, and as a result, their colors become more dark. Instead of that, say, ducklings are bright yellow, but as they mature, their feathers darken. Next, increase your volume by 10 to 15%. Again, this helps you believe in what you say and also helps others believe that you believe in what you say. And the final tip, the power drop. End your sentences on a lower pitch. This makes you sound more certain. Compare it when I say the following 2 sentences. I believe in what I'm saying. I believe in what I'm saying. Did you also notice how my body language looked different? When you sound different, you look different. Your voice controls your body and your body controls your voice. Try it and see what naturally happens with your body language. When you combine these 3 behaviors together, you immediately level up your authority and your conviction. Number 7, the final cheat code, the cheat code on how to captivate others. The final cheat code is so powerful that not only will you engage, you'll persuade and you'll connect. You'll captivate more, lass. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, that was so ridiculous. I fully committed to the bit. It seemed like I was playing a Scottishman who's having a stroke. Did you notice my lips all going to one side? Oh, anyway, back to the video. This is the cheat code to be a better storyteller. Storytelling is the ultimate communication skill that, when done right, makes you more memorable, more influential, and more captivating. But most people don't know how to bring their stories to life. So this cheat code is going to help you do just that. V plus A plus K plus S equals captivate. Now, what is VAX? Well, V stands for visual, that's what you see. A stands for auditory, that's what you hear. K stands for kinesthetic, that's what you felt in your body, and while we're at it, what you felt emotionally. And S is for smell, that's what you smell. A great storyteller enhances their story with all these elements together and delivers it in an engaging way. Let me give you an example of an average storyteller versus a masterful storyteller. And Dan told me his boss made him work this weekend on his son's birthday. He looked pretty upset, but at the end of the day, the boss got to do what a boss got to do, you know. Oh, I gotta tell you, I get into the studio early this morning and I immediately smell beautiful coffee, right? Freshly ground. Because Dan, our head of ops, he always gets in early to make sure my coffee's ready. Great guy. But then out of nowhere, he does something unexpected. This is out of character for Dan. He has the audacity to ask me, the boss, hey Vin, do you mind if I take the weekend off because my son's birthday is this weekend? And I immediately thought to myself, you selfish son of a right? So I said to him, no, you're working this weekend. He immediately starts to do the puppy eye thing and start to look sad, which then made my chest feel a little bit tight. I was getting guilty for a second. But then I remembered Vin, calm down, it's okay. It's not you that's working this weekend, it's Dan. So then I felt better again and felt happy. So everything's okay.
Why are you telling me this? I'm Dan.
Hey, just quickly between us, you know that every single time I do these skits, I pretend to be a bad boss. I'm actually a really, really nice boss.
No, you're not.
Shut up, Peter. Pay cut. And you're working this weekend too. Not joking. These are the 7 cheat codes that will help you level up and help you defeat the challenges you face in the game of life. And do you know which cheat code I use on a daily basis? It's cheat code number 4, learning how to speak with frameworks. There are 3 more cheat codes in this category of cheat codes that I teach in depth in my free 2-hour training. So make sure you click the link in the description or scan the QR code to access it. Hope to see you in the training, and together we are going to win the game of life.